Hey there, this is Malorian, and this is going to be two games of my, well, I guess four-star syndicate up against Retribution of Skyra. So, just having some guys over, and it just turned out that both my games were against the same person because other people were taking a little bit too long. Either way, what we got going on here is 50 points, and in my kind of hodgepodge list, I am running Drake MacBain, and he has a freebooter. I am also running a Min Cutthroats. I got Min Sam and the Devil Dogs, and she is running the Buccaneer. Then I have Alexia and her Risen, Ayanna and Holt. I have Gorman. There's also the Max Kayazi Assassins with UA, and also the Piper there, Kale Baylock, and then Max Nis Hunters as well. On his side, he's running Garryth. He's running the Infiltrators. I've never seen this ever used before, but this is that Dahlia and Scareth or whatever it is, the little snake beast thing. Then he has the Sentinels with UA. I can't remember if there's a solo escort with them or not. I'll figure that out later. And then there's Garryth, who's running a Chimera. And then on the far right, there's the Strike Mage, Force Hunter, shooty guys. Anyway, the game here, as always, is up to 5. You get 1 for dominating your friendly zone, 1 for destroying the objective on the other side. You just can't see mine right now because it's on the other side of a tree. And then you get 1 for controlling the enemy zone, 2 for dominating. So really, at this point here, oh, sorry, he also has a Mage Hunter Assassin on the left and Narn as well. Now, at this point here, there's a lot of stealth on the board, and so shooting's really not going to be doing too much other than be able to kill off some of those sentinels. But, I got enough here, and I really have the faith in the Kayazi, because with the Dirge of Mist, they'll be defense 17, that between them and the Nist, they can really flood the right zone, so I'm really hoping to have them on the back foot there. And then really coming across on the left, whatever things he throws in my zone, getting rid of them, and then starting to dominate to score some points, and going from there. But, I mean, this opponent I'm playing is a very strong rep player, so either way, one of the things I said going into this game tonight is that really Retribution is still a mystery to me, like especially when it's played very competitively. I know they have a lot of tricks, and we'll see what they use this time. So he gave me the first turn here, and really just rushing on up. Yeah, there's nothing really else to say other than that. I have countermeasure up on my Kiazi, so I can be shutting down his strike force once I get up there. Fail safe going up on the freebooter. I got Ion and Holt doing stealth just because. But yeah, just really getting a position. Alexia has already made one of those Banes, and waiting to see what he does next. And he does not too bad. Sorry about the fuzzy picture. But really, the Infiltrators just go and flood my zone. The assassin goes and charges into the Cutthroat there, the main guy, and kills him. Of course, it doesn't really matter because I can make anyone crow. But, man, look on the right side. I thought that NIST were going to be just fine with their defense 15. Well, the problem is that was defense 13 because he put on, like, this death whatever spell on me. So, basically, he gets to re-roll his hits. And, yeah, he just went and killed the whole swath of them. So, that kind of hurt. I had some plans for those NISTs. So, back on my side, pretty much I just advance with the NIST. I upkeep both my spells, and I do nothing. I miss, and the other guys are outside of 5 for stealth. So, that was a little bit of a mess up. Put Dirge of Mist back onto them. Go to shoot with Kale Baylock. He is out of range for his first shot, so I was going a little bit deep, and then kills. Oh, actually, no, I fail to hit the second sentinel, rolled double 1, so go kill Baylock. I charge in, or basically is going up to engage with my Kayazi, but that's after I go on my feet. So if you see those little like dig-in markers, those are all my guys that have the feet on them, and they're super tough, basically can't fail. Up on the left side, I'm really having a couple of my Cutthroats swing around, trying to hopefully kill Dahlia. I know as soon as she steps into those woods, then she'll be having Prowl, but at least it kind of forces her in. Otherwise, I'm just kind of going to lock down the assassin and stuff, and then, Drake MacBain gets some job done. If you look underneath the template there, he went in there to kill 2 of the Infiltrators, also went in with some of the other guys, killed a few more Infiltrators, also tying them up. I got a whole bunch of Risen in front of MacBain to try and keep me safe, And yeah, this is looking pretty good because if he doesn't deal with the assassins on the right, they're really going to be doing a lot of damage. On the left side, I've killed a lot of his infiltrators, and I can start cleaning them up, so feeling really good. A little derp here is that actually the assassins had charged in, so I should have been able to try and kill a couple of those sentinels. But hey, I mean, if nothing else, my derp means they didn't get vengeance, so whatever. But yeah, on his turn, I didn't see this coming. The little snake Garryth thing comes in, and I had no idea it had a spray. I've never faced the thing before. So it sprays me and kills off my screen of the Risen. So, okay, whatever, no big deal. And then the infiltrators charge in, and I'm like, okay, well, that's cute, right? He has a few little blades. I'm sure they're not too bad. No, they all got the Mage Hunter assassination type thing, so he's all getting this 4d6, and yeah, it isn't too long before I die. So, yeah, I mean, if I would have known that there was a spray in effect here, Drake MacBain would have had to stay a little bit farther back, or I would have had to make sure to get a lot. Like, I had all this Risen just basically standing back here behind the wall to be used later on. I mean, I just would have put more guys up and around just to kind of engage. But yeah, I mean, that's one of the things that I like doing these games, is at least now I'm starting to learn. And now I definitely have way more respect for these infiltrators. They're a lot better than I had any idea about. Alright, next game, same opponent, different table. Same one is up to 5. You have to get 1 for destroying the objectives, but you can't destroy both in the same turn. 1 for controlling a zone, 2 for dominating, but you have to destroy the objective first before you can score in the zone. So I got the same army, a little bit of a different deployment because I want to be trying to shoot some of his guys as he's coming in. He's given me the first turn again, but now on his side, he is going to be running Vyros, Nethercaster. I mean, I have no background on whatsoever, but this is good news. Halberdiers, hey, I know what those guys do. They're on the far left there, and they got the UA. Then he has the Phoenix. He has now I should have looked up these Jacks' names, but the other Jack with the big sword, I think one of them is called Hypnos. I don't know. Sorry guys, if you're a rep player, then you'll see this. He's also running a Aspis, and then there's the more Sentinels plus UA. I know for sure there's a Soulless Escort in there this turn, and they're the ones that are going to be running the Jack on the far right. And then I think he has like an Arcanist. I'll go back to the army list at the start. I'll be listing everything there. But yeah, he actually starts this game saying that there is no way he's going to win this game, that he designed this list to lose. I will challenge and see if I can, if that will be true. But either way, you know, I'm really hoping to kind of do the same thing here. Of course, I had to deploy first, but with all this infantry here, I'm planning just to really just kill it off, no problem. The Jacks, you know, there is 3 Jacks to my like crappy heavy Jack, but you know, with my NIST going around and doing some big combines into it, getting some charge off from Banes I'll be making, you know, I think I can deal with these. And hey, you know what? Drake MacBain can deal with the heavy too if needed. So, like I said, I get first turn, running up. This time I put Fortune on the Kyazi because really, countermeasure is not going to be doing much for me. The reroll the hit will be doing a little bit more. So that's pretty much it, just getting into position here. And then on his turn, he is basically going up there. I can't remember him casting any spells. I think he just pretty much just camped and moved up. As far as I remember, could be screwing that up. But yes, and all this is now good news. I mean, I can't charge him with my Kyazi, but you know, I just get to start shooting up his guys, really. So that's what I do. I'm able to kill a lot of the Sentinels, so that's really good. I go and I do a big combine into his front Jack there on the right. I roll a 3, so I do all of 4 damage with my massive POW 20. Otherwise, I'm able to get 1 Thrall Warrior into him. And yeah, I miss, so much for that charging weapon master. And otherwise, I know that his Phoenix can do the thing where basically everyone within 2 inches gets hit, so that's a good counter to my Kyazi, so I'm trying to get some respect there. But otherwise, yeah, one of the things I was thinking I probably should have done is the bushwhack with the cutthroats, but I aimed instead to try and make sure I get more hits. If I would have bushwhacked, I would have just moved up and kind of engaged them and kept them out. But you know what? I don't feel too bad. I feel like I'm in a pretty strong position, and if he moves up, I can counter him. So on his turn, he does this big blast here with the Jack, and I got pretty lucky because, I mean, I had no idea this thing did this, but if you hit, it draws everything within 4 inches in, and then everything within 2 inches just takes a POW 12. So all my nests would have pretty much died. Luckily, it scattered, although it did kill Selena, so no more combines. So that is bad, but hey, at least it didn't lose the whole unit. Otherwise, it looks like this, so kind of getting up in my face. Really didn't do a lot. Oh, sorry, no. Here's another thing that got me off guard here, is I thought, yeah, I got this big, huge line here. I'm going to keep my Alexia safe. Oh, no, because he has a bird, all of his jacks ignore line of sight. So, yeah, he's already killed Alexia. I would have loved to try and like sacrifice the rest of these zombie guys to try and keep her alive, but he hit me for something massive, so I would have died anyway. So that's not good. He has Gorman on fire, so that's going to be taken off later as I realize I can't actually be on fire. But otherwise, yeah, now I'm looking to pull my feet, do the mini feet on the left side, really start clearing out that zone. And yeah, just trying to do what I can on the right side to type his jacks and stall it on the other side. So basically what I do then is, like I said, I go up, I do my feet. Most of my Kayazi and Gorman have it so that, you know, they're impossible. I can't fail tough. The Kayazi go in there and they kill a lot of his guys. Actually, less than I thought. I thought I'd be killing more of his halberdiers, but whatever. It's not that big of a deal. I go and I blind his left one, which I'm now believing is called a demon. And otherwise, yeah, I kill all of the other sentinels except for one guy. That was kind of annoying because now he still gets his little bonus there for him being a Jack Marshal. But I have some of my Nists that are going to try and sneak around and be a pain. And yeah, that's really it. So on his turn, he's making some trouble for me, and he does a lot more damage. Really killing off more cutthroats, killing off more risen. He killed off Ayana and Holt with a shot. Gorman is not dead, but he's engaged, so whatever. On the left side, he couldn't really do too much because that high defense. So he went and he killed, what, I think one of them. Otherwise, I did derp and allow one of them to get a charge on the Piper. Luckily, he missed. And yeah, that's really it. So it's really clear that I'm in a lot of trouble here on the right. And I'm going to have to try and do more to try and tie that up. But in the meanwhile, I am looking here at the Phoenix and hoping I can destroy it. So on my turn here, all of my assassins are able to go and kill off all the rest of the halberdiers. So that's pretty cool. Now, what the plan was for me to basically kill the guys in the way so I can go up with my, come on, Buccaneer, and he's going to throw a net onto the Phoenix, and then the Jack was going to go up and smash it. Now, he did something, and I can't remember now, guys, sorry, whether it's a spell or an effect or whatever, but basically, my freebooter had to either give up its action or its movement. So, that's no problem. I was going to move up after it was knocked down, and then, hey, I have Jackhammer, so I was going to Jackhammer him, and I'll get thrashed because he's knocked down, and I was just going to really mess up this Phoenix. Well, the problem was because of stupid Gorman, I missed. So, yeah, all of a sudden there, that kind of screwed that up, just to try and get some use out of Gorman, and also to teach him a lesson. I moved him out, he took a free strike and died. Whatever, he had it coming. But yeah, I have MacBain here on the left side, kind of get him away from the other Jacks. Also to be in a position to start dominating. I'm starting to think that, well, again, I mean, what my original plan was with my last setup was that the freebooter was going to destroy the objective this turn. But once he had to lose his activation or basically his movement or his attack, that was all dead anyway. You can see there on the right, I'm really getting nothing done. I killed his guy there in the back. But, yeah, it's not really what I had hoped to get done. So, on his turn, he comes over and he incinerates or whatever, kills a bunch of my Kayazi. Aspis comes in, kills another one of mine. He really just clears the zone on the right side there. Vyros is in there, too. Yeah. Really losing a lot of guys. He also scraps my freebooter. So now I'm in a lot of trouble. I mean, before the Aspis moved in, I thought I could get a whole bunch of like backstrike charges on the, what do you call it there? The Phoenix. And And then MacBain could destroy the objective, and I could control dominate and maybe keep him up that way, but I didn't. And, well, I can't. Let me show you what happened. So basically what happens is because he engaged me up, I just have to kind of go in there with the Kayazi. They do absolutely nothing. So I have to then try and block things up with the Piper. MacBain charges in. I put tough on the Kayazi this turn anyway. But MacBain comes in and he's able to scrap the Phoenix. So that's something. But, you know, I'm now playing a hard attrition game that I know I'm behind on and basically turn my back on scenario. And basically on the right side, I kind of really mess up. Like, first of all, I'm doing some shots with Kale Baylock, and he fails me again and does basically nothing. Oh, sorry, no, that's a total lie. He killed the last Sentinel, and he puts 1 point on Vyros. Then I aim, and I throw a net, hoping that if I was to knock him down, you know, Vyros, then maybe I could do something to him. But it was all a waste, because his armor was so high. Really, what I should have done is just moved up and engaged everything that was there with my Nis, but I kind of moved them around the back. Yeah, really at this point, they just need to run up and engage. This was really a derp, but hey, I got one of his big jacks down, and assuming if I can stop rolling crap against the Aspis, should be able to start destroying that too. But on his turn, did not respect Vyros, did not know as like a weapon master and flank and or whatever type thing. So basically, has the one jack just run up to engage me, and then Vyros charges in, and it doesn't take too much more before he kills me. And that's the game. So again, I mean, I don't feel bad about these games. I like learning this stuff. And I know there's some people that'll sit there and just like read every single ability before the game. You know what? Just get in there and have the game. You know, I'd rather be destroyed by Retribution here than in a tournament. So either way, hope you guys like watching it. And yeah, if you don't see a lot of Retribution in your area, be careful because they got some tricks. Okay, thanks for watching. Bye.